Welcome to Blacker Than Black times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the sunny city of Hayward, California. On my left, we have the one and only Blue. And on my right, the one and only Kronos.
You see how he was going to talk and you cut him off?
Yeah, dude. I was like, it's your boy Blue here.
Yeah, he's going to introduce somebody and just fuck it, you ain't got shit to say.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Well, your boy Blue here.
All right, anyway. See, now I fucked up your intro. I jacked that shit.
You sure as fuck did.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get on into it. First of all, thank you everyone for joining us. And this is our second time out, right?
Yeah, second time out.
Run.
I mean, the debut issue, episode number 00, did pretty well on goddamn Clip and Facebook and all over the interwebs.
And this is with very little, publicity, really.
It was fucking awesome.
Just friends and shit.
Awesome shit, and we appreciate every single fucking one of y'all, motherfuckers. And just a big thank you. The internet has been kind so far. Although I will say, I got a whole lot of direct messages of nothing but dick pics because I think I talked about dick pics way too much last time. You know,
You asked and you shall receive.
I did, and one of them guys had a Prince Albert, so no more of those. All right.
Well, wait till we go like on the actual internet. We're gonna see all the N-bombs and you're not black enough.
Exactly.
You're too black. Fucking bullshit.
Exactly.
Why is it blacker and black if young guys aren't black?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it's times infinity, bitches. Sometimes it gets back around though. Well, not white, but whatever.
Yeah. Exactly. So let's just get right fucking into it. Blue, you were gonna start us off with some of that information that you were talking about with the latest and greatest from Batman, the new game you were talking about. What was it?
Oh, yeah, Batman Arkham Knights. They released a 7-minute clip of the game. I haven't had a chance to watch it, though, and I meant to watch it, but you know it's going to be great.
Dude, I love those first few games, man.
Yeah, Rocksteady is like they do the Metroid style gameplay really well, even though obviously it's not like actually. Well,
wait, is it Metroid style?
Well, yeah, it is. The way you go out and find shit to upgrade, that's really a Metroid.
I gotcha. I always think 2D, and then I think of Metroid Prime, but
yeah, Prime.
It's
three-dimensional. So, and that was a really, really great game. They need to come out with a new one for the Wii U.
For Metroid?
Because I have a Wii U and there's no fucking Metroids. Not even remastered.
Well, there's not even a Zelda yet, right?
It's still pretty
for the
new,
Wii U?
No, but there's one in production and it looks really good so far.
I've always enjoyed Zelda games, always, but they got to show and prove. When was the last original one?
So Splatoon actually just came out and it's third-person shooter and it looks really fun. Where you're shooting, it's almost like paintballs or some shit.
This is on the Wii U.
It's on the Wii U and it looks really good. It's got some decent reviews.
Is it a Zelda game or is it a...
No, this is like it's a new game that's just for the Wii U. But it looks like a third-person shooter and looks like a lot of fun. Actually, I'm going to get in there, play with my daughter.
Ooh, good shit.
See if she likes it.
All right.
I think I remember I was watching something online and they were talking about the next Zelda game. Link's going to be a girl.
Well,
you hear about that?
Looks kind of like a girl. He always looks like a girl anyway. So it's all good.
I mean, for the longest time, I always thought Zelda was Link. Like, I think everybody thought that too.
Yeah, well, that's if you're not a real gamer. I hate that shit. But what's funny about that thing is that they want to make emphasis on what the sex is going to be of the main protagonist, but I don't really fucking care. As long as it's well written, I don't really care at all. And plus, with Link, it doesn't matter at all because he doesn't even talk. Yeah, so it doesnn't matter at all.
He's never really had a voice. I mean, he's made grunt sounds when he's slashing his sword or something, but I've never heard him talk.
Yeah, no.
Unless I'm mistaken.
All the ones that I've played, I don't remember him ever talking.
All right.
So
Internet, you let us know if we're fucking wrong about that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, back to the Batman games. We kind of got a little game sidetracked there, but when I don't even know when the game comes out.
It comes out next month, I believe in June.
Yeah, I think it's in June.
Yeah, so
it's June or July.
I think it's like June 26th. I think it comes out.
Something like that.
Yeah,
we would look it up, but then you hear me typing, and I'm looking it up.
Yeah, exactly. So, still looking forward to it. Now, did you hear about this? There is a thing now in Japan where there's a Batman religion.
What?
Yeah, I saw you posted something about that today.
How fucking awesome is that? That's what I've always fucking wanted. Now, we got into religion a little bit last time.
Yeah, we did.
But a Batman religion, that's something I can get behind. You know what I mean?
Too. You want to get behind Batman?
Well,
this isn't the dick you want, it's the dick you need.
He does like riding around with little dicks.
I do have a body pillow of him, but, that's different. That's different. But how awesome is that? I haven't read everything about it. Do you know anything about this, Blue?
I don't even think I saw what you posted, but I always went by, like, You know what they have to have? What would Jesus do? Always do the what would Batman
do?
Yeah.
Always
You
important.
break all your limbs.
Yeah.
Leave in the hospital. What a
Always
fucking dick.
important. Yeah. It just sounds fascinating. We're definitely going to look up quite a bit more about that and try to see what it takes to become like a grand pope of Batmanism, right?
Papacy? Papacy?
Pope?
I don't know.
Okay, now,
Papacy?
hold on. Speaking of popes,
He just did the running, like he had to pee.
I did.
With his legs. That was
I had,
pretty
had the
funny.
stutter step.
Yeah.
Speaking of fucking popes, how about the High Sparrow on Game of Thrones? Have you noticed how much he looks like Pope Francis?
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
But you know what fucks me up, though, is that every time I see him, I think of 007, because he was in...
was in
Was it
007.
Tomorrow Never Dies or something? It was Tomorrow Never Dies.
Was that one?
I'm fairly certain that was the guy who was in Tomorrow Never Dies.
Okay.
He was the villain in Tomorrow Never Dies.
I know he was a villain in one of them. He
Yeah,
has that
yeah.
look, you know?
Yeah.
But he looks spot on. Now, there's on the internet, there's like some memes with side by side comparisons. Definitely take a look at those. But I'm telling you, I swear to God, this guy looks spot on when you see them both side by side.
Well, speaking of the Pope, I didn't know that he was a Jesuit, which apparently they're like a more scientific side of
they
being
teach.
Catholics. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's probably why he's more progressive than the rest of the popes.
He's more modern than a lot of the other posts, like he tweets and stuff.
Yeah. Well, he's probably not really tweeting. Just like I'm pretty
There's
sure.
got to be somebody doing that for him. 'Cause
Yeah.
I could see a whole lot of backlash, let's just say.
Yeah, that's true.
Online if it was really him tweeting.
Well, they don't really care about backlash, man. They live in a city of gold.
Yeah,
well, there you go.
Talking
There you
about
go.
giving money to us. So
and dead people buried underneath them.
yeah, it's
With
just totally weird to
color
me.
But Twitter's uncensored still, right? I believe.
Well, what do you mean uncensored?
Uncensored in terms of you can direct message anybody anything, or if you post
You
something.
can block people. Or
Well, you can block
make
them.
it so. I'm pretty sure you can make it so nobody can really respond to you too, right?
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm fairly certain, especially for people like that, like the White House and shit like that. There should be no way these people to directly message.
You can block that
certain
out.
people.
Okay,
Yeah,
so if it's one of the authentic accounts.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I haven't had to block anybody on Twitter, but I'm not. Obviously, I'm not the fucking Pope.
And speaking of Twitter, we will get on there. There's no doubt about
Well, I'm
it.
already on Twitter, but it's under.
Well, I'm talking about not just you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Well,
on
for,
Twitter as well.
for this Black and the Black podcast, we will definitely be on Twitter, and we want to do some shows where we can do some live tweeting.
But I
and
couldn't
respond.
self-promote. You just want to stomp down my dreams? I can't self-promote.
Go ahead and self-promote,
Yeah,
Kronos.
It's Kronos the Alpha Geek. Actually, it's Kronos Alpha Geek.
Oh, really? I
on
didn't even know
Twitter.
that.
Yeah. I've been on there for a while.
Well, this has blew my. I guess we're gonna go on our Twitter handles. Mine's is Tech12X at Twitter.
All
Check
right.
me out.
And Slim, you not on Twitter at all?
I am on Twitter. I just got on. It's Black Booty Eater 69
Oh, awesome.
at Twitter. Yeah, so go ahead and send all those.
Hashtag like groceries.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead and send all those tweets to Black Booty Eater 69. Getting right into it. Truffle butter.
Truffle butter.
I'm hearing about this more and more and more.
Man.
So,
Well, isn't that how you... Because technically truffle butter is part of groceries, right? So...
no, see, maybe we need to compare definitions.
You can go to Whole Foods and pick up truffle butter. Like, it's an actual product you can buy.
So the internet disagrees with you.
Well, I know what you're talking about, but
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just
I know what
saying-
you're talking about.
Okay, does the
you
internet work?
because you can make truffle butter
Yes.
the giggity way.
The giggity way.
Then you could eat it like groceries.
We're talking about going straight on in, vag to butt to vag to vag to butt. And then that creamy sauce.
red-
It's all about UTIs and all kinds of fucking
Yeah,
bad shit going down.
exactly. And
Gross,
you guys are some filthy, nasty motherfuckers out there. But I like the creativity with names. I will say, that
It's
is
fun to
fun.
say. It's fun to say truffle
Truffle
butter.
butter.
Well, you know what's funny is that somebody really fucking fancy. I think of that. They were like fucking a chick in the ass, then the cooch, and then she was, it's like truffle butter.
Yeah,
'Cause nobody ghetto knows what the fuck truffle butter is.
no, I would
Yeah.
think, unless you've really come up, like you started from the bottom.
It
you
could have been
know?
like, this looks like some country crock right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Truffle butter? I don't think so.
By the way, when I was in Louisiana, I did have some bad thoughts about that Popeye's chicken lady. I was looking for her.
Jesus.
I did want to
Was she
spray some
hot or
Crisco
was
on her.
she just like? Can you describe her to me? Since I was
She looks
not
like
there.
your aunt. Which
Yeah,
is kind of
exactly.
weird.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's something wrong.
I don't know
with
your
me.
aunt. I'm just saying in
I
general.
can go deeper into it, but
Yeah.
you don't want me to.
Just imagine a black aunt.
Yeah, black
That's
aunt.
like-
That's
okay.
the lady. You know what's kind of weird is that when I was over in Iraq, one of the few places that had fast food restaurants.
KFC?
Was, no.
Or Popeyes.
Popeyes had a
Oh, wow.
restaurant
What
there.
the hell?
Also, what was it? Subway was everywhere.
Yeah, I heard
Burger
Subway's
King.
like the number one fast food place in the world. Like
Oh.
you would think McDonald's is, but Subway's there.
Well, it's weird because overseas, McDonald's changes the menu overseas.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you go to
I've seen
Hawaii,
that.
you can get matsuba, which is like spam with rice and shit.
Spam
And then if you go to other places, you can get like spaghetti and stuff.
So here's my thing with Hawaiian food. Whenever I go to a place that says that they're Hawaiian, if they don't have spam on the menu, I call bullshit.
Yeah, it is total bullshit.
You know, because spam is just part of Hawaiian cuisine, like it or fucking not.
Do you know why that is?
Well, because of during the World War II time,
Yeah,
and
they're-
then shipping a whole bunch of fucking rations of spam and shit over there.
Yeah.
And,
They fucked the island up.
Well, I know they have
Spam down by.
spam festivals there in Hawaii. Like, you know how like here we have the garlic festival?
oh yeah, it's
They have
serious shit.
Spam festivals.
It's serious shit over there.
I haven't had spam in a long time. I should probably try it again to see if I like. I'm pretty sure I won't.
It tastes the same.
Does it really?
Just like you
Tastes like
remember,
shame?
salty fucking
Yeah.
cured meat. That's what it tastes like.
Yes.
No disrespect, but
Just like Vienna sausages, man. That shit ain't
oh
for me.
man, I've had my fair share of
It's
Vienna
like
sausage.
eating a bunch of
I've
little
had-
dicks. What's wrong with you people?
Oh, boy.
Little cold dicks. It's fucked up.
You get them from the dollar, you can get them from the dollar store.
But it
Yeah.
is protein filled.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Tastes better than booty.
Ooh, well, you know, I'm not one.
Well-
I'm not one to eat the groceries.
Well, if we're gonna be
so-
technically, I mean, you could get a Vienna sausage with truffle butter, but that would be,
oh man,
you know,
Try not to
some-
laugh. That was
yeah.
fucking gross. I had to puke a little bit.
we definitely have our dirty ass tentacles all up in your eardrums, America. Let's get into some of the stuff with games. We talked a little bit last week about what we're playing. Any updates? I mean, I'm enjoying the shit out of Guacamelee still.
Yeah, it's a great game.
And I just started yesterday, so that game is pretty fucking funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It is.
And you're picking up on all the Metroid,
Yeah.
and Super Mario, and even Mega
the
Man.
Chozos.
Yeah, I love the little references all throughout the game. It's,
Little nod
it's
to other
hilarious. I just got some powers where I can turn into a chicken.
The hell?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
wait,
No
spoiler
spoiler.
alert.
No spoilers. But,
I know you can buy the costume. Like I know that part.
Yeah.
It's in the skull store or whatever.
no, they go straight El Pollo Loco on there.
Oh,
so
You want to know another gem to play?
What
is
you
a
got?
game called Death Spank.
you told me about that.
I fucking love
Old
those
school
games.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's for the PS3. I hope that they make a new one out for the PS4. It's a really enjoyable game. It's kind of like Diablo, but not really. It's just fun. It's
Okay.
it's funny. They're hilarious and they're fun to play. And it's also co-op. So.
There you go. I mean, I will say this: games that are funny go a long way. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of replayability, especially if it has a good sense of humor and good gameplay. Like, for example, I mean, Saints Row the Third, which we talked about a little bit last week, was just a classic when it came to
The giant
action.
purple dildo bat.
The giant purple dildo bat. That penetrator, and then just being able to run around. I was a green She-Hulk, anime She-Hulk, with giant titties and a thong and pasties on.
Yeah.
and I was loving it. You know what I mean?
Well, the great thing I liked about that game is that you were playing it like a normal game, and then I didn't hear about this at all, even in the reviews. But you can basically become a god.
Yep.
After you beat, like around the time you beat the game, you can't really
Exactly.
fucking die. And it makes it even more fun because most games when you're playing them, you become a god. It gets kind of boring.
Yep.
Yeah.
But not this one.
No,
It never got boring being a god, and you just fucked everything up.
it stayed good. And then the other one that I was thinking of when it comes to funny games was South Park, The Stick of Truth. That was funny.
Yeah, it was good, but the controls were kind of messed up.
The controls were messed up because it was turn based and it was weird to control, like the fart direction.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
and
about. It was just, like,
I
kinda
agree
off.
with you.
Yeah.
It took a lot to get used to on that.
Yeah,
you know?
they took like the worst parts of a JRPG.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. But man, some of the special moves, like when Jesus came in there,
Yeah,
or Mr. Slave,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
literally swallowed all your enemies up with his asshole.
Yeah. Well, it's like the perfect fan service. Was
Yeah,
that game,
exactly,
you know?
exactly. And I hope they do another one for this console generation. That would be fun.
Yeah,
I saw clips of that game and I was like, holy shit! Like they really went up in his ass.
Yes,
yeah, you should get it.
all
Man.
the
Holy
way. I mean,
shit.
there's a lot of anal probing. It's dick and fart jokes in a video game.
I mean, I'm sure that your PS3 is collecting dust like mine. That's sitting right here.
No,
Yeah,
I still use mine a lot.
Yeah. I
Just
used
for
to
watching
do
like Netflix and stuff on my home TV. But yeah, I mainly play the PS4.
Well, it's weird for me now because I have this in we're in my home office, and so setting up all this podcast stuff is kind of weird. 'Cause this is where I actually do like most of my work. Actually, pretty much all my work. So having the PS3 in here. It's kind of detrimental. I don't play it when I'm working. Obviously, I don't want to get fired. But I thought about it for a couple times. But yeah, it just doesn't. I just don't play it mainly for that reason. I should probably put it back downstairs with the big TV.
It's still a great console. I mean, it took a while for it to gain its like footing basically in the industry. Because remember, it came out at what, $600?
Yeah, it's pretty
something
pricey.
like that.
Yeah,
Goddamn,
yeah.
you know. and with not a whole lot of great titles at the very beginning. Remember that?
Yeah.
And Xbox 360 kicked its fucking ass those first couple of years.
But the graphics, though, for the PS3, in my opinion, were always better. Well, in the beginning, they were better. Because the first things I saw were PS3. Actually, the first time I saw a PS3 really in person, I was in Africa. It was kind of weird.
Wow.
I was in Djibouti. And some guy had it there with a HDTV, and I was like, "Wow, this is amazing."
Yeah, so, I mean, it looked great. It was fantastic, and it had a great life cycle if you really think about it, because it was around really for 06 to. I mean, it's still around. Are they still making new games on it?
Yeah, a few games.
Okay, less and less, but you had a good run of 7-8 years.
I put it up there with the greats. I actually put it over the PS2 because the way that they did. Because they introduced really digital games.
They did. I'll give them that.
Yeah, and the online thing, and then PSN Plus. Mm-hmm. I mean, getting free games like that. I know that Xbox had Xbox Gold or whatever, or Xbox Live and the Gold whatever. But there wasn't really discounts when PSN Plus came out. Not like free games.
True.
And if you got free games on the 360, they weren't really. I'm not sorry, not 360, but the 360, they weren't really great games. But the PS3, they were giving you like AAA games for free.
They definitely were.
Yeah. For the Xbox 360, they gave you they called it Xbox Arcade. You get games like that.
Yeah, but they were just
free. But there was like old school Atari games. That
yeah,
people didn't
and
play.
some of them were like indie games and not really good indie games. So
yeah, it's hit and miss. I mean, it has to be the type of games that you want to play. You know,
yeah,
because that's the thing. Even with some of the current PSN or PlayStation Plus free games, not all of them do I want to play, but I always download them. And then sometimes I'm disappointed, and you can't be disappointed in a free game. It may not be your cup of tea, but it's still a free game.
Yeah, you know, like, I don't like this shit, delete it.
Yeah, exactly. But you know how sometimes people start bitching and shit about that. So fuck it. You know what I mean? What else are you guys playing right now?
I'm playing Borderlands: The Handsome Collection.
Oh, you did pick it up.
Yeah, so I'm playing the pre-sequel right now, which I was playing on the PS3. And so I'm catching up everything. But it's kind of cool because you get all the DLC.
Yes.
And so I didn't get to play as Jack. And Jack is my kind of... So people listening to this don't know. If there's a game that has somebody with a drone in it, I'm always to do with the drone. So
or the turret.
The turret or the drone.
Yeah, there you go.
Whatever does automatic killing for me, that's what I pick.
Yeah.
In the pre-sequel, when it first came out, I chose the Wilhelm because he had the two drones. Mm-hmm. And then this time I chose Jack. Well, Jack's, clone. Not really a clone. He's like a... What do you call it? Like a body double? He's a body double.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, and he gets basically holograms of himself to go do his bidding. So, yeah, I'm enjoying the game.
Yeah, a good game. I'll say this. It didn't quite hit the same highs as Borderlands 2 when it came to the gameplay and everything. It's similar. Some of the jumping and the moon stuff just didn't, and even the story didn't quite work as well for me. Now, when I say that, I think Borderlands 2 is literally a 9.8 out of 10. Yeah. And this one is maybe a 8.8? Somewhere in there, 8.7?
So, yeah, what you're saying is true. But I think that the weapons and the weapon selection is better in the pre-sequel. Yeah, I think replacing Slag with car weapons was pretty cool. And then having the laser weapons.
I do like laser. Yeah. Laser's really cool. Good. I don't like the oxygen stuff. I don't like.
Just play as Frag Trap.
I'll have to try that because right now I'm playing as the cowgirl, which I thought she was going to be dual wielding all the fucking time. No, and she is not.
Yeah. Well, the thing about the oxygen thing is that when you get the Oz kits, you have to get ones that are really good. I fucked up. I think I was drinking when I was playing the game.
And, you think you were drinking?
No, I was drinking.
Yeah, all right.
I was definitely drinking. Because right now I'm definitely drinking. So this is what I do
when you're drunk.
I do jiu-jitsu and then I come home and drink. So that's what I do. On those days, but anyway, so I was playing. I remember in the very beginning, you can get this Oz kit that's the shit, where it basically gives you anytime you get oxygen tanks, it refills your health.
Nice.
And I accidentally clicked the wrong fucking one because you had a choice between two, and I clicked the wrong one.
Yeah,
and I was kind of pissed about that. But I have one now that when you do like the butt drop thing, you fart. And so it's corrosive damage and leaves a cloud of fart.
I've seen that. Yeah. That's good shit.
I cannot get rid of that fucking thing. It's hilarious. Funny. Every time I do a butt drop, he farts.
That is awesome.
Is that Claptrap that does it? Or
no, it's so an Oz kit, you play Borderlands, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's just like another thing that you get, like a shield, you get an Oz kit.
So it's a mod, right?
Well, it's not really a mod. It's just...
But don't they have those as mods or like the little perk things?
Well, it's not a perk. Would you consider a grenade? Well, yeah, I guess it is a mod.
Yeah.
Well, but it's... You need an Oz kit to survive, right? So it's not really a mod.
Oh, okay.
It's like saying a gun is a mod.
Okay,
Because you need an Oz kit.
Okay, it's basically like a similar to like how they have with the shields.
Yeah, it's like a shield.
Separate thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Good game all the way around. I'm wanting even more Borderlands, you know?
Yeah, then I'm guessing for hopefully E3 they'll announce one. But there's other E3 announcements that I'm looking forward to. So
Yeah, anything that has co-op in it. Although I will say, I'm also waiting for... they did a great Telltale version, Tales from the Borderlands. I'm waiting for episode 3 from that.
See, I've never gotten into those. They remind me of Myst. So
I never played Myst.
Yeah, just like Myst and like super old games that I just...
It's story-based.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no real gameplay that involves... shooting something per se, except for a few quick action sequences.
It's like a choose-your-own-adventure book, but with graphics, to me.
Yeah, it is.
And I understand that for some people, and I know that you can get some badass trophies from there.
Oh,
so I
my
might
God.
play it just for that because I'm a trophy whore.
Yeah, there you go.
But I probably won't enjoy it, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I'll say this. It has to be the right one. I've played good ones and bad ones. The Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, and Tales from the Borderlands.
So
Definitely my
Game
favorite.
of Thrones, I guess, was bad then.
Haven't played that yet.
Well, that's the only other one, I think.
No. There's more. There's Jurassic Park.
Oh.
They've done...
That sounds awful.
What was it? Back to the Future.
Oh, Back to the Future, that's right.
Yeah, they've done a few others.
Okay.
And they probably have some others that I just haven't even heard of. But,
So I sit corrected.
yeah, but it's all good.
Did you ever play any of the other episodes of The Walking Dead?
I played them all.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
Okay.
I played them all. I loved it.
I played the first one because it was a free, but I haven't picked up the other ones yet.
For me, the great thing about that series was that when you fuck up, as I inevitably do, you lost a character.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Change the
Well,
whole
that's
story.
like a Heavy Rain.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
So,
man.
I liked Heavy Rain, but I just didn't have the same experience as most people because literally nobody was left alive. Everyone died on my squad because
It's like you in Mass Effect, you make terrible decisions.
well, I do, but the thing that fucked me up even more was remember you guys played it when it was still on the controller. I had to play it with the Move, and the Move is a totally
Why the
different.
fuck would you do that?
Well, so because there was
It was
a
meant for the
patch
Move.
that made you play it with the Move for Heavy Rain.
Made? I doubt that.
No,
Really?
it made you play it with the Move because when I put it in, I didn't have the Move controller, and it said looking for the camera, looking for the Move stuff.
Yeah, I remember that. It was.
I was pissed, but I was like, all right, I wanted to get a Move anyway.
That
That's the reason why I didn't play it because I thought it was for the move.
No, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it was.
The controller wasn't that bad.
It was way more difficult.
Well, especially on some so the PlayStation Eye, which was back then, or the camera, wasn't that great back then.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
Yeah,
It was a totally different experience. It was hard as fuck.
Yeah,
It was hard as shit, and everybody died.
Yeah,
So that Origami Killer or whatever the fuck he was.
that's one. I can't remember, but the PS4 camera is
It's way better. Okay,
Yeah.
I still got to set mine up.
Even with I think
Pretty good.
the voice is actually better than the Kinect voice.
Really,
Yeah,
Okay.
it picks up what you're saying, even with the black lisp.
your
Talk
black
good.
ass lisp.
Mhm.
All right. What are you playing, Blue?
I'm not playing much other than the guacamole. What is it called?
Guacamelee.
Yeah, guacamole. That's all I'm playing right now.
Blue's playing. I'm gonna get a job. So
Yeah,
There
I'm
you
playing
go.
life.
Yeah.
I'm playing a black man's life right now.
Yeah, I'm still. The other one I'm still working on that Vita is that Persona 4.
Oh wait, hold on. Pause that real quick.
Okay.
So Danny, if you're playing Guacamelee, save all of your silver coins to get the Diablo suit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Don't fuck around with nothing else.
All right.
Wait, your
Plus-
silver coins do that?
Yeah, you can buy different costumes.
Shit. All
He's
right.
writing this shit down like an
Writing
old
this
man.
shit down.
Anyway, so first of all, it lowers your health, but you get when you hit somebody, you get health back. And
Okay,
at,
yeah.
And at the end of the game, if you beat the last guy with all your health, which you can do if you to keep hitting him, you get an extra trophy.
Oh,
And
nice.
So I got that at the end, and it's fucking badass. You get less health, but more stamina, and when you hit somebody, you get life back. So,
Oh, okay.
anyway, Persona 4.
Yeah, Persona 4, no, it's just a really good game. It's truly a JRPG. It's really an anime more than it is even a game.
I think we talked about this last
Yeah,
episode.
I'm just going to refresh. I
Okay.
mean, I'm still playing it, still loving it. Lots of trophies, fun game all the way around. But for those who didn't hear, what was it, episode 00?
Yeah, and this one might be 000. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Like
on how
Cody's.
depends on how fucked up we get on this shit.
Yeah, we're gonna be like shitty programmers and having like version 0 dot whatever. We'll just keep going with it. Fuck it. Like I think WinRAR is still doing that. They're always a version like not out yet. We're still in beta.
0.4.662.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to switch gears a little bit. So since Chronos, you are mostly a player of not only the Sony PS4 and everything, but also on the PCs. What would you tell somebody about the benefits for like the GTA 5 on the PC? Do you have that already?
Well, yeah. I mean, accuracy for me for the PC is when it's paramount, right? So the keyboard and mouse are paramount, and I haven't played PC games in a while. I picked up Advanced Warfare because I got this new gaming. I built a new gaming rig, which we're recording on this right now, and it's fantastic. It's also nice to go back and play old games at like high graphics because I can do that now. But Advanced Warfare I started to play. That was great. But the main reason why you want to play on a PC, especially with GTA, is the fucking mods. All right, and the graphics are also way better on the PC. But the mods, I mean, they have guns that can shoot cars.
That does look like it's for autistic kids, though. You do realize that?
No,
I mean it looks like really, really dank, and I don't know how you deal with that. But go ahead.
If you heard about that in say Saints Row,
yeah,
you would be like, "That's the shit." A gun that shoots cars.
Like it literally shoots cars.
You're thinking about it. Don't think about it because you would. You think that'd be fucking
I've seen
dope.
I've seen the clip. It's off-putting.
So hold on.
I mean, it looks so fake that it's weird.
So that doesn't look well. Obviously, it's a fucking video game. It's supposed to be fake,
but it looks weird.
But we can get into it right now because I know you don't like mods. However,
I do like some.
Well,
I do like some.
You like some after the fact because you didn't know that when we were playing Borderlands 2 that they were modded guns. And
yeah, exactly. I appreciated those guns because they still fit within the realm of the game.
No, they didn't.
No, some of them did.
Infinity guns that did like ridiculous amounts of damage and never ran out of ammo. That's within the realm of the game.
Well, yes, because at least with the Salvador character that I was using, there were things on the skill tree that would keep your ammo almost always full.
Almost always, but not always. Almost. And this is with any character.
Yeah, and at first I was fooled. I thought that these guns were just super, super rare loot. You know.
Yeah, but they're just mod, and it's just to have fun with the game. I mean, the creators, not Rocksteady, shit, Rockstar, yeah,
Rocksteady.
That's
Batman game. That's Batman
games. Yeah, Rockstar. They said it's fine. You can mod the game all you want, just don't bring it online. So they're very supportive of
single player only.
Yeah, just single player. Obviously, you don't want to bring that shit into that'd be unfair. So, but single player, just want to have some fun, fuck some shit up. Have some fun. I mean, it's the same thing with like the Contra. We can go all the way back to the Contra code. All right,
Contra code was definitely a cheat. There's no doubt about it.
It was definitely a cheat, but it definitely made the game more enjoyable for most people, especially the people that weren't that good at the game. Yeah, it's a hard ass game.
It was difficult. It was definitely difficult.
I can't even even thinking about it right now. I can't even think about what past the second level where you're like,
we had 3 lives. That was it.
I don't think I ever got any further than that. Like, I can't think of anything past that, even with cheat code. Like
really?
I was
like
Contra.
30 lives or some shit.
Yeah,
I beat it with 3. So that was back in the day, though.
Yeah,
back when I was good.
So it's like Game Genie on crack.
Well, it's not Game Genie. It's way better than Game Genie.
Better than Game. Game Genie basically broke the game though to the player's advantage with cheats.
It's not breaking the game though. This shit still works.
What I mean by breaking though is you're doing things that are outside of anything that the original game was designed to do.
Let me ask you this. So when you're playing Saints Row, I always come back to this one because it's a good example. And they had, you basically, remember when you went to sleep or you drank that drink? Saints Flow.
Okay.
The soda. Became like Superman or whatever.
Yes.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Of course.
And that's just basically doing whatever you wanted. I mean, that's how they were basically modding the game.
Yes.
Internally.
The only thing I'll say is
a short amount of time.
That fit lock in step with that game.
A lot of these do fit with GTA though. Like you're going to see, you're not getting it yet because the game came out not too long ago. They're going to start making whole different levels, different vehicles, shit like that to make the game more fun. I mean, it's just going to. That's all. After you beat the game on single player, I mean, what the fuck else are you going to do?
Oh well,
it's got to bring you back.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely get the single player and the online were basically 2 completely different games with in the same areas, basically, because you still have all of San Andreas to play with. But for the single player, we can't act like it was a small single player campaign. And there are plenty of Easter eggs, and there's a lot to do. I think there's at least 60 plus hours of content.
I agree.
Maybe even more if you're trying to get every single nook and cranny and every single side mission. I don't have any problem with what people choose to do. You know, as long as the developers are okay with that. It's definitely something that I'm not familiar with, and it's something that I'm from the outside looking in seems a little weird to me. I mean,
it's because sometimes you reap the benefits from those kind of things anyway. I mean, there's certain games to where they have it on the PC and people have made levels and other things and they've integrated it into their main game.
Yeah, I've seen that even in Diablo.
That's why I liked like Unreal when they had the level editor. And people just make their own shit, and if it's good enough, you know, they'll get it from you and put it in the game.
Yeah, they did that even for Little Big Planet.
Yeah,
it's another
create your own world.
Yeah.
What I'm waiting to see is seeing a titty gun. That'd be awesome.
Just shooting boobs.
Yeah.
When nobody ever get hurt, they just be knocked out. Their nose would bleed.
Would it be the titty, or would it be the actual milk from the titty?
It would be the whole titty.
The whole titty.
The whole goddamn
Or even like a hooker gun, just shooting hookers.
Actually, were there hookers in GTA 5? I missed that.
Yeah, there were.
Like out on the streets, but could you interact with them like you could in 3?
Like take them back to your place?
I'm fairly certain you could fuck them in the car. Pretty sure.
Really?
Get your health back.
They're not going to take that shit out. That was one of the best parts of GTA.
I missed that completely. I saw a few walking like their equivalent of Sunset Boulevard, but it didn't seem like I could get them into the car.
It's the funny thing, you know, that you mentioned, like modding and stuff about GTA, but it's a PC game. It's always been modded. Like only like 4 and 5. I think 4 didn't start out on the PC.
4 was a wide release.
Yeah, but it wasn't like the first couple GTAs. I think 1 through like 3 were all started on the PC.
Okay,
so these are all moddable games, and it's just nothing new. So
okay, I have no problem with that. I started with 3.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about it. And I think most people started with 3 who are familiar with the consoles.
Well, yeah.
Was it a huge seller on PC for 1 and 2?
I think it was. I mean, I played it a lot. The first one, yeah, it was like a lot of fun. The top-down thing, driving wherever you want, and just
because it seemed like 3 kind of exploded things.
Well, yeah, 3 definitely did explode things.
Changed the dynamics of the game.
Yeah, but GTA, because they went from top down to third person.
Yeah,
right. That was the biggest change, and they went to console.
Got it.
So that was a huge, and that was kind of around the same time where consoles were starting to kind of take over things. So the PC gaming is still there. So
of course,
actually, I'm gonna get The Witcher on the PC because I want to go back and play the original Witcher and then play
1, 2,
and then play 3. So.
Got it. Well, now 1 and 2 were still on. They were Xbox 360.
Well, yeah, but they're on PC as well.
Okay, yeah. But it was a multi-system release, is what I'm saying.
I think it came on the PC first.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure The Witcher did. The first one.
I don't know if 3 was on the PS3 though. I think it was
3
only
is
on
right
the
now.
Xbox.
Yeah, 3 just came out.
3 just came out.
Oh, I'm thinking of GTA. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, but GTA, it's a great game. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love everything about GTA. There's so much to do in that world. I still got to go back to the online, and try to level up. Although I hate the races.
Wait, well, yeah, I don't play this. You're racist? Or what the fuck?
Yes, I am racist, and I hate races. No, but the car races. I played one where I was literally on top of a skyscraper downtown on a motorcycle trying to hop from skyscraper to skyscraper. That was a race.
Oh, it's
In a
one
car?
mistake. No, motorcycle.
No, on a motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
And it was fucking whack.
It's like, are you playing Fast and Furious 7?
Yeah,
no shit.
Yeah.
Drive through 3 buildings.
Yeah.
Exactly. I didn't like that one at all.
Fucking physics. Fuck physics.
Oh, you know what I watched yesterday? Mad Max Fury Road.
Tell us about it.
I
I
Go
haven't
watch
seen it
that
yet.
shit. Go watch it. Especially
It's
if you,
good?
Oh yeah, I love it. So if you ever watch the first Mad Max,
Well, of course.
especially Beyond
Been
Thunderdome,
years.
that shit was dope.
Yeah. Tina Turner.
Yeah, it's a great movie. But yeah, this one is like a non-stop. Well, it's almost a non-stop thrill ride.
So better than the original is what you're saying.
I don't know if I would say better, but it's up there with the original. At least up there with the original. It might be better. Well, actually, fuck it. It is better. It's better than the original.
Holy
Seriously.
shit. Okay, that's high praise.
Like right from the beginning, it's just like they hit the ground running and they just keep going. There's very little breaks and there's a lot of action. And
Okay.
all the cars in the movie, they're real and they're all working cars and they get fucked up. So
the cars in the movie are okay. So you're saying that they didn't use CGI for their stunts.
Yeah,
with the,
they use very, very little CGI. I think the only CGI scenes are maybe the sandstorm scene and maybe some explosions. But
okay,
I mean, it all looked pretty real. So it was
Is
great.
it pretty action packed, like nonstop action?
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's just like you sit down and it's like, oh shit, and then the shit starts happening and it doesn't stop. You're just like, all right.
But are there titties?
Were there titties? Shit.
If you have to think about it, there were no titties.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that's a 0 in the titties department, but a 10 on explosions. I will check it out. That's on my list any goddamn way.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Speaking of titties,
speaking
I
of
actually
titties.
got a few anime recommendations for you
Let's
guys.
get right into
Here we go, some
anime.
jiggly.
Yeah, well,
Wait. Everybody grab your body pillows, okay?
No.
All right.
Shit.
Go ahead.
all right. So, the two I just watched recently were up on Crunchyroll. One was called it has a funny ass title. It's called I didn't know you could save a woman from a dungeon or some shit like that. Like, I should have wrote it down, but basically what it's about is it's almost like an RPG game where it's almost like a
SAO?
yeah, like SAO.
Sword Art Online.
Yeah, I was
Sorry,
about to say,
folks.
no, could be
Great.
just dropping
Anyway.
acronyms without explanations. All right.
So what it is, gods from heaven have came down to earth, decide to live there, and their followers basically like go out and fight for them, and they get experience points and like magic points and stuff like that, and they come back to their gods, and the gods tell them what their readings are. So it's like, oh hey, you're still level 1, but your health and sentiment's going up, so you're doing really well. But like there's a few panty shots, got chicks big boobs running around there, so it's
Fan
pretty
service.
good.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Are the chicks fighting though? Because I do
Not
like
each
fighting.
other, but they're fighting like monsters,
Okay, that's
monsters
good.
and demons, stuff like that.
Are there tentacles?
As far as I haven't seen any.
No tentacles
but
yet.
there's possibility of there being tentacles in that.
Okay.
Because I mean, there's demons in it, so
Demons tend to have tentacles.
they do. Okay, then my next recommendation is you're gonna love this
Is it
one.
Triage X?
No, it's oh god, what was it called? Oh, I should wrote it down. It's,
Well, it'll come back to you, I guess.
well, anyway, so it's about this kid. Whenever he sees panties, he gets to know. Oh no, he pretty much goes Super Saiyan. Like his hair changes color, his hair turns like blood red, and his eyes turn to a gold color, and he becomes like a superhuman, and he starts like fighting people.
So I can already set this up. There are anime schoolgirls around. The wind, for whatever reason, does funny things, and there's upward drafts. He sees panties, and then he goes Super
Then
Saiyan.
he goes Super Saiyan, basically, yeah. But the catch is that if he can't see panties again, because if he does that, the world's gonna fucking get destroyed by meteor.
Panties can end the world.
Yes.
I have known that for a while
it-
now.
So far, like I'm 2 episodes into it, and it's so fucking funny. It's fucking hilarious.
alert.
Like the second time he goes Super Saiyan, or I guess bloody nose, a ghost enters his body because it takes over his soul.
Okay.
So right now he's trying to get back to his body.
Wait, is he a high school student?
They haven't really explained if he's high school or
They're pretty much
like,
all in high school,
college.
man.
Yeah,
If
they
you're watching
always
anime,
seem to
it's
be, yeah.
But one thing I never understand with anime is like, okay, they're high school students, but they usually live alone.
Of course.
So this guy's got like his own crib and stuff like that.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the way it's made because it's like most kids. It's like kids' fantasies, right? It's living
Yep.
on your own, doing whatever. So that's the way they're all written.
Exactly.
But yeah, this anime has a lot of panty shots and a lot
I
of
love
jiggly.
panty shots, and I love the jiggly. I do. I like fighting stuff too.
Oh,
But
and the theme music for it, it's so fucking funny. Like, you know how like with some animes how they speak Japanese and all of a sudden they'll say something in English.
yeah.
Well, the English version of the English part of the lyrics goes, "You need to look at my penny line."
Nice.
I was like, "What the hell?" Like I had to stop and rewind it just to make sure I heard what I heard.
All right, my nose is already bleeding. You got to find the title of this anime because I swear to God, the internet needs to enjoy this.
And it has a name that
wonderfulness.
doesn't go with the name of the show.
All right,
Look, you got to watch Triage X. I told you this before.
all right. Tell me on Triage X again. I'm writing this shit down as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, so basically it's a show where it's these people that are it's almost utopian, sort of,
Okay.
and they have these people that are bad people, and they'll basically call them like cancers or whatever, and then they have like this group of like quote unquote medical experts, but basically like a bunch of fucking assassins that will go out and kill the people that are
Modern times, or what do we?
It's
talk-
modern, pretty
Okay.
much modern. So maybe a little bit in the future, but
Okay.
it's basically modern times. And they'll go out and basically cut the cancer out of society.
Ooh.
And most of them are women, and they got big ass titties. So
The assassins,
the
not
assassins,
the cancers.
yeah. I think there's only one guy on the team,
I love
and the rest of
that.
them are women. They're
I
all
do love
badasses with
that.
big titties. So
I love it.
yeah.
So I just looked it up. The anime is called Punchline.
Punchline.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It's pretty high up on Crunchyroll,
Yeah,
right?
it's in their
Punchline.
recommendation list.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm gonna check that one out.
But it's funny when they're singing a song Punchline, it sounds like they're saying penny line. And I think it's a
that's even-
mistranslation of the Japanese word.
That's even better. Mistranslation. They did that shit on purpose. That's good stuff. I don't have any anime recommendations for this week. I have to catch up on the ones that you guys were talking about. But I will say this. We do have a Facebook page. And if you guys have some anime recommendations and you want to post it on our Facebook page, Blacker Than Black Times Infinity on Facebook, we're out there.
Yeah,
Check
yeah,
it
we
out.
are.
Yeah,
pretty soon we'll have more. So more than just Facebook.
More social network. Should we get Instagram?
Of course we should get Instagram.
No dick pics. All right. No dick pics.
I'm not sending any. Yeah. But if we receive them.
I'll find you.
Exactly. Actually, you know what I was going to say? We should probably give some like definitions because we were going to call this podcast something completely fucking different.
Yeah. It was going to be a geek speak on fleek. And I, for one, don't like the word fleek. But I'm an old fucker.
You are an old fuck. Because things are on fleek, and the internet knows it.
Yeah, well, fleek's a whole new word, too, so...
It is.
It would take people time to get used to hearing it.
Well, it's going to... Obviously, we're going to have a majority of people. There's a lot of young folks out there. I'm not that fucking older. I'm old enough, all right?
Yeah, there's going to be some other people on here that are going to be way older.
But there's way too many geek speak type podcasts out there.
Yeah.
So we switched to Blacker Than Black times Infinity because I'm a huge fan of Metalocalypse. And it's just one of the terms.
That's a great fucking show. When are they having new episodes of that shit? I haven't seen anything new in like 2 years.
Well, no. So he made the Clock Opera.
I missed that. Then.
Yeah, the Doomstar Requiem. This is super nerdy. I'm a huge death metal fan, so which is Works on Black. But
but he did that as the music though, not for the cartoon.
It was a whole cartoon. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But it was a standalone movie, or
it's pretty much a movie. Yeah,
okay.
I think it was an hour long, which is kind of nice because when it first started, it was 15 minutes long.
Yeah, and
then went to half an hour for I think it was the third season.
Yeah,
and then they did the Doomstar Requiem. But in between that, he did an album called Galacticon, which is
the albums are always dank as fucking, all really really good.
Yeah,
I just need more of the show.
Yeah, the show's great.
What's crazy about that show is I actually didn't like it when it first came out. I was like, what the hell is this shit? Like, I don't want to see this, but I kept watching it, and man, it just got funnier and funnier. Like, my favorite episode is with the body bag.
Yeah, hey, body bag.
For me, everything with Dr. Roxo. I mean, that fuck, and I don't like clowns. I really don't like clowns in that, but holy shit, that cocaine and addicted fucking clown. God damn.
I like when he got clean. That shit was funny too.
Yeah, man. I love everything about that.
So I actually went to I don't go to any cons normally, but I got to go to well, sort of. I went to Comic-Con a couple years back because Brendan Small was there. Well, Metalocalypse Being Live was there, and they did it on I think it was a USS, whatever the docked ship is in San Diego. I forget what it's called. I think it's the Hornet or something like that. But anyway, he did a song on a ship, like in the
harbor.
Yeah, it was fucking dope, and it was free. You just had to sign up for it, and it ended up being an Adult Swim party. So all the people from Adult Swim were there. Oh, nice. You got free drinks. You got 2 free drinks, and then you had to take cool pictures and stuff. But it was cool because it was before the Death Album 3 came out, and so we did some songs from a Death Album 3, and it was fucking dope. I Ejaculate Fire was pretty dope.
Nice. I like what was the one where they were talking about mermaids?
Mermaider.
Yeah,
1 and 2.
I love that one. That's so great. So I love Adult Swim still, but I tell you what, Cartoon Network has stolen my fucking heart. I love that channel.
Well, that is Adult Swim, so
yeah, but I like some of the stuff that's like, of course, Adventure Time on there. I mean, oh my god, that one and Regular Show have like invaded everything in my house. So we'll just marathon it every fucking weekend.
Yeah. Have you got into Steven Universe?
I have seen some episodes, and people say it gets better and better.
Yeah, it gets
the
really
fan
good.
base is growing astronomically.
Oh man, the black girl on that show, with the
fro.
Yeah, that's
one of the gyms.
Stella.
No,
is it Stella? The
Stella
girl
got a groove back?
No, the woman who sung with Kanye, the American Boy song.
Really?
She does the voice of that. Yeah, that's her. I was like, this voice sounds so familiar. Then I looked it up and I was like, holy shit,
that's impressive. Okay,
I'm talking about the American Boy.
Yeah,
song? Yeah.
Okay.
That's her. That does the voice of Garment. Not Garment. It's Oh god, I need to write stuff down. I can't remember. I'm getting old.
Yeah, there you go. But you guys know the show. I mean, Steven Universe is good. I will say this: I was watching an episode of Adventure Time literally today, where they just talked about nothing but chips and ice cream. Have you seen this fucking episode?
No.
Holy shit!
I gotta watch them.
Oh my god, it's so good. But yeah, it's just something that I love. I love that show, and Regular Show keeps on getting better and better and better.
Well, this is one of the cool things about having kids is that you can watch shows again, cartoons, and you don't feel bad at all.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm watching with my kids, so it's all right.
Yeah.
You know what show I don't like on Cartoon Network is That Uncle Grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
That was a little too weird for me.
Yeah. Oh, God.
That was a little...
It also sounds like incest. Like, okay, he's your uncle and your grandpa. Like, what the hell?
I'm not down with that one.
That sounds like a fucked up family stump, not even a tree.
And he even looks fucked up, too. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, he is your Uncle Grandpa.
Have you seen Rick and Morty, though?
Yeah, so actually, The Simpsons actually had one of the intros.
Yeah.
It's one of the best ones ever.
Yes.
Where they invaded The Simpsons. It was great. I'm going to go back and watch the show. I watched a couple of, but not enough.
There's only, I think, 1 or 2 seasons, and the seasons aren't long. It's only maybe 8 or 9, 10 episodes.
It's a 15-minute show, right?
Yeah, it's one of those. It's a short, but oh my god, it's so fucking good.
That's another reason why I like Adult Swim is because they have shorts on there, which is pretty cool.
Sometimes you don't need a whole 30 minutes. You know what I mean? With a good show.
Like Samurai Jack, right?
Oh, yeah.
God, I loved Samurai Jack when it was on.
But like with Death Clock, like their show was 15 minutes long, but as they became popular, then they moved it over to 30 minutes. So.
Yeah, they did because they kind of had to because it started getting where it was kind of too short.
Yeah, it was getting too good. It's like, come on,
yeah. Well, because there was an underlying storyline that nobody understood at first, but then he kind of brought it out later. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
I'm gonna do a quick segue. Walking Dead in L.A. I'm a little nervous about this shit.
I am too because it's kind of like before or right at the start of the whole.
Wait, are you guys doing the marathon thing, or are you doing the con?
No. There's a new show.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a spinoff.
Okay, I thought you guys were talking about.
But basically, it's in Los Angeles. I'm actually not worried about that part. It's really the location that I have issues with. I don't know if Los Angeles is truly going to work very well. It's not an area that has a whole lot of wooded trees and forests around.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that it's an issue.
It's where are you going to hide?
Where are you going to hide? How are you going to have the hordes? Unless they're popping out of buildings downtown.
Well, that's what's going to happen. There's so many people in L.A. I could see it going wrong really fucking fast. Like, way worse than, like, the rural areas.
I get you on that. And remember, Walking Dead, for the original, it started off in Atlanta. You know, a major city.
But L.A. is way bigger than Atlanta.
Yeah, it has way more people. I get you on that. I'm just talking about from a scenic standpoint. I get tired of seeing zombies popping out of buildings, you know? And I feel like that's all you're going to be able to do in Southern California.
Well, because I think the reason why you'll see that is because, like, if I had a family member die, I'm going to try to lock them into the house. Like, that's where they're going to be at. So a lot of the times they're walking into houses and buildings and stuff like that, and the zombies are just trapped in there. They can't open a door unless they're breaking it down.
But it seems so. Seemed like such a larger world with when they got into the rural aspects with The Walking Dead. I mean, you never knew what was going to happen around the next spin. There was going to be a prison. There was going to be a farm. There was going to be just a cabin basically out there. Mm-hmm. I don't know scenically if it's going to work from a horror standpoint in L.A.
I think it is because it's basically the same thing except for the trees are going to be buildings, right? Because it's going to be hard to hide from zombies, like harder to hide in an area like that, unless you're going to go into buildings, in which case you're going to have a higher possibility of a zombie fucking you up. So I think it's going to work on that aspect because basically what I think is going to happen is you're going to have the apocalypse is going to happen, and they have to leave LA, and leaving LA on your feet is a motherfucker. You know what gets me? And all these goddamn zombie apocalypses, nobody gets a bicycle. Why does nobody have a goddamn bicycle? It's like, stop getting cars and fucking motorcycles. They're loud. Just get a fucking bicycle.
A road bicycle.
Yeah.
You know, where you can do a little off-road or whatever.
Well, no, you want a mountain bike.
That's what I mean. A mountain bike, yeah. Something with tires that can handle some of the dirt and gravel and whatnot. Yeah. I agree. That would be awesome.
But nobody doesn't. I don't get it. I mean, I understand having a car, it's more secure and all that stuff. You can close the doors, but it's like, hey, if you don't have a car... Yeah.
You need
get a bicycle.
You need a few simple tools with a bike, and pump and
pump and dump,
pump and dump, and that's it. I mean, I get you on that.
But also, like with a bike compared to a car, like a car run out of gas, you get stranded, and you run through a horde of zombies, and you get the zombie gut stuck in the engine bay, and the car won't start, and you're stuck in a fucking big ass horde of zombies. So
bicycles are
but zombies don't run.
Silent. Yeah, and they're pretty quiet. So
the badass Daryl on that chopper. I mean, holy shit,
that was ridiculous. It's like the worst. You shouldn't have a chopper on a fucking zombie apocalypse.
Well, chopper, no sleeves, and you can smell him from blocks away. You know what I mean? I mean, he looks dirty as fuck.
Yeah. You know, he was Scud in, was it Blade 2 or 3?
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. Well, actually, where I know him from is Boondock Saints.
Oh yeah.
He was great in that, you know. But I love The Walking Dead. I'm still a little nervous about LA, but I mean, they have me. I'm gonna watch the pilot. I'm gonna see how it develops. I could be fucking wrong.
Well, I hate LA, so I hope everybody fucking dies.
Wow. No chill at all.
I'm glad that Walking Dead, like, because they had that one season where, they cut the budget for Walking Dead, so the quality of the show was
season
really
2 or 3 where
they were looking for that little girl.
It was horrible.
Man. That was awful. I mean,
we all knew it was going to happen.
10 episodes looking for that bitch. Fuck.
You just call a little kid a bitch.
I did, because I couldn't stand her, and she was a zombie, so I get a pass.
Yeah.
You know who I like is I like that Carl stepped up his game, because I remember back in the day it was like, this motherfucker is never in the house.
His fucking nuts dropped.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I give him props for that. His nuts dropped, and he was like, you know what, Dad? You're acting like a fucking bitch right now, and I'm about to do this thing. You know what I mean? I respect the shit out of Carl. I'm on his team.
What's your favorite scene from Walking Dead?
Ooh. You know, it's very recent, but I will say, you know, that scene with Everybody Hates Chris dying in that roundabout, what's that thing?
The turnstile.
Turnstile.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucking gruesome and awesome. I loved that
was
one.
brutal.
That was
What about you guys?
I want to say my favorite was the scene where Rick and Carl and Daryl, when they were with those guys from the bad guys,
the wolf folks?
Yeah, not the wolf folks, the guys that Daryl was like met up with.
Oh yeah, I know.
And then like Rick left that booby trap in the bathroom, like he killed that guy. I was like, you know, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just gonna like leave the door open a little bit, let him go attack him. But that scene where Rick fucking bites the dude in the neck, it's out of nowhere. I was like, holy shit,
that shit was brutal.
And Carl almost got raped.
Yeah, that's true. He almost did get fucking raped. I forgot about that. Squeal like a goddamn pig. Kronos?
It would have to be when the governor comes to the prison.
Ooh, that was a good scene.
Wreck shit
People
up.
get fucked, and he chops off Herschel's head. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that was brutal. Poor
But he hacked it too, didn't he? Like hit it once and had to
yeah.
do it again to get the full cut.
It's not easy to go through bones with a blade. So especially something that's like, so people think samurai swords are the shit. Well, it wasn't even samurai sword, was it?
No, it wasn't samurai.
Was it katana?
It was something else. Yeah, I can't
Was
remember.
it a machete?
Could have been.
No,
Yeah,
he used what's the name, sword.
Yeah, I thought it was a Busho sword,
yeah,
right?
he's
Yeah.
Busho.
Oh, that is a
Sword.
katana. That is a
Yeah.
katana.
Yeah, unless you keep that katana super sharp, it's super hard to go through like bones because it's not that heavy.
Not in
right?
one swing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, or you have some serious technique and skill.
It's not like Kill Bill.
Yeah, I know, because I chop off so many heads.
There
in my
you
day-to-day
go.
Life.
Where's the bodies? Where are the hookers?
Yeah.
I also want to talk about Game of Thrones. Now, holy shit, I'm enjoying the fuck out of this season.
Oh my god, the last episode was fucking brutal.
Brutal in a good way or a bad way?
I feel bad for Brienne.
Ah.
Yeah, I was super bummed. If you're
You
listening,
should probably do some spoiler shit. Like,
yes, this is super spoiler alert. If you didn't watch Game of Thrones from
last week, that would be the 20.
Well, we're gonna say last week, but this is gonna be recorded.
Yeah, this is the 30th of May,
30th.
so 6 days before this.
Yeah, we're not gonna do math.
24th.
Fuck it.
But yeah, I'm loving everything about this season 5.
Hold on. So go forward by 3 minutes. We'll talk about this for 3 minutes. All right.
Yeah, go.
All right. So go ahead.
Okay.
Timer start.
So season 5 has been great so far. I do miss Hodor, and I know they're leaving him off of this season completely, which is fucking bullshit. But whatever. Cersei getting her fucking comeuppance.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. That was
I'm
great.
loving it because I can't stand this fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Yes, and
yeah.
I did use the Z word, and I know that it hurts your fucking eardrums to hear it, but you know what she is. Cersei is who she is.
Yeah,
Fuck
she's
her.
Yeah. Her shit's gonna come. But when I saw Brienne skinned alive, I was like, fuck, because that was like one of my favorite characters was Brienne. So yeah, that fucking sucked. But now I'm wondering what happened to her squire. I think he might be the next badass.
Wait. So that was confirmed her?
Oh yeah, that was her face. I was like, is that really Brienne? And then he was like, yeah, that was the girl you were looking at. Yeah, that was her.
Oh wow. Okay.
Skinned alive.
I thought they were gonna do some bullshit again where they, how they had the brothers and he thought he had skinned them alive.
No, that was her face. Oh fuck. Yeah, that was definitely
Just
her face.
block that out. Fuck.
So yeah, I'm pretty pissed about that. But I mean, it's a good show. So,
It is.
Danny, do you watch the show?
Nope. I tried watching it. It's too many fucking characters, dude. I couldn't get into it. I watched like maybe the first 3 episodes.
Oh my
And I was
God.
like, nah, I can't do this. It's way too many fucking people.
You can do it. It's not like a.
Plus, I don't have HBO.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not like Heroes, right? Where they
Yeah.
went through the too many characters. Thing.
Yeah.
Something with Lost. They hit the same pitfall.
That's kind of why I backed out of it. I was like, there's too many characters to remember. Like, I couldn't understand what's going on. Like, this kept jumping around from scenes. There's an inset scene, and all of a sudden a little boy got pushed out the window, and then all of a sudden there was like wolves and
See, man,
shit.
if you were invested, you know the Red Wedding was like, it's like the most holy shit scene
hardcore.
in all of television. Seriously.
I've never seen a visibly pregnant woman get not only herself killed, but her goddamn baby.
Killed
Or
first.
fetus.
Yeah. They stabbed her purposefully. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, world
All
abortion.
right. So,
but I still want not Theon. What's the other dude's name? The crazy dude that cut off Theon's dick.
Oh, you want him to get his comeuppance?
God, he's stacking on. It's like, you know, you play Borderlands, you have the stacks.
Yeah, he is evil.
Yeah,
he is evil.
He's just stacking the karma on.
And he's a control freak too.
Yeah.
You know? But he is going to get his comeuppance. I will say this: I fear for Tubby Homeboy at the Night's Watch.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
I fear for him and that girl, but he got himself some fucking ass, though.
Oh, yeah, he did.
You know what I mean? And about time that bitch dropped her fucking drawers. What the fuck?
No shit.
How many times did he have to save your life? No, just kidding.
All right, I think we just hit the 3-minute mark.
And she was, wait, oh, you did? All right. Then I'll stop.
All right. Well,
actually, no. This is part that's even before that.
All right.
She was fucking her dad, so it's like, you know, how bad could it be?
What the hell?
Chubby guy, your dad.
There,
come on.
Yeah, there you go. Beggars cannot be choosers, and you can never rape the willing.
Yeah. That was from Game of Thrones. All right, we're not talking about some other. That's
yeah.
Anyway.
So good show all the way around. I will say you should get caught up on that at some point, especially over the summer.
I'll do it. I'm into the whole binge watching.
Well, especially right now because you got shit else to do.
Yeah. Look for a jobby job.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, it's a good show all the way around. What else am I fucking watching right now? I'm still trying to finish up Daredevil. Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta do that too.
I'm only 3 episodes in.
Really? But it's still good.
It's good.
Though.
Yeah,
I mean,
4 or 5.
It's a solid show all the way around. I didn't finish also Gotham. Is that still on, or did they have their season finale?
Season finale.
Yeah.
It's a really good show. Yeah. It got better when I first came out. I thought it was too slow, but
they had some filler shows in there though. And I'm a DC Gotham kind of fan, but they had some fillers.
Yeah, you know, it's not like Naruto fillers. God damn it!
But that's 800 episodes in.
Just came back from filler this week. I was like, thank goodness, because that shit was pissing me off.
I watched that today. I was like, oh, thank God.
I skipped them all the fillers.
Yeah, I did too.
I just fucking skipped them. And it's probably, I think it's 20.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Do you know ahead of time that these are fillers, or you have to
I know
look
right,
online?
Well, I know when they start, because usually at the end of the episode they give you some bullshit. Like the next episode is going to be something not about this story arc. So then I'll stop watching
filler shit,
and then I'll see like basically how far it goes. Like I can start the episode and know they're still on bullshit.
Does Naruto have titties? I do need to know.
No.
There's no titties.
No. It's just Shonen Jump, man. There's no titties in that shit.
Man.
It's made for little Japanese kids.
Japanese kids
that with bleeding noses.
Yeah. Gotcha.
You know what anime pissed me off was Bleach. How they came back from fillers.
Oh, God,
had 2 fucking episodes, and it was crazy. It was really, really good, and they went back to fillers. It's like, and they even tell you like, well, you know, while Ichigo is still fighting such and such, we're gonna stop here and show you some other bullshit. I was like, are you serious?
It was the Ichigo versus Grimjaw fight.
Yeah, and they went to some soccer shit.
They were in the middle of a fucking fight scene,
an epic fight scene.
Yeah, and they just fill it right in the middle. I was like, how dare you?
That is disrespectful.
Yeah, I was so pissed about that shit. You didn't watch Bleach at all, did you?
So I saw, wasn't there a Bleach movie or two that was on Netflix?
Yeah,
I saw a couple of those.
I gotta show you some fight scenes. That's all you need to see the fight scenes because they're fucking dope, like heroin.
But it's like it's intimidating to have something be that many goddamn episodes. And I know you have your fillers and blah blah blah, but holy shit! I mean, I'm used to 1 or 2 seasons. You know.
Well, you got to get used to that with anime, man. I mean, actually nowadays there's a few really good ones that there's no filler. It's just a straight story and it's done. Like there's an anime called No Game No Life.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Check that one out. It's really good, but it's only 12 episodes, but I think they're an hour long.
Okay, see that I can deal with.
Yeah, but they're really good. It's about like really smart a brother and sister team that are super smart, really good at games, and they go to basically a different dimension that it's all full of games. So basically,
down for that.
To get to basically progress in life, you have to play different styles of games, and they don't lose at games together. So
love it.
Yeah,
definitely sold me on that. And the title one more time:
No Game, No Life.
I'll check that one out. So we touched upon anime. We've touched upon all types of different TV shows. We know what we're playing right now. I got something that I got to get off my chest, though. Holy shit. When is there going to be a goddamn Left 4 Dead 3? Is that ever going to fucking happen?
Well, it was, if you want to, Evolve, basically, was...
But it's nothing... Yeah, there's no goddamn zombies in Evolve.
You know, and I didn't really enjoy that game. I really didn't.
There were problems. There were problems. I mean, the gameplay was fun if you had a great squad with you.
Yeah.
And that's rare.
If you had one person slacking, you were fucked.
or who wanted to play as a different class than what they were.
Yeah.
You know, when you're the goddamn medic, here's a fucking PSA for you. When you're the goddamn medic,
you
need to heal folks. Holy shit. You're not a fucking sniper. You're not a fucking assault person.
Yeah.
You heal. You know what I mean? And you try to stay alive as long as possible. And it suffered from that. Whereas with Left 4 Dead, you just jump in. Oh, I have a shotgun. Okay, I'll heal some people. I'll shoot some people. I'll do, run around and kill zombies. Very simple game, but it worked perfectly. And I still want a third. Was great.
Yeah, they'll probably make another one. I'm pretty sure they are.
How long? I mean, it's been quite a few years now.
In a rumor mill?
Well, like I said, they just Evolve though was like their next game, so you have to wait at least another probably 2 years. Yeah. But there's plenty of new games that are coming out. They're going to be good. I mean, Uncharted 4 is coming out hopefully next year.
Yeah, that's a definite 16.
Yeah, and then I'm looking forward to the next Mass Effect. That should be the shit.
Oh yeah. I want to play Mass Effect, but I want to have co-op in there. I really do. I want to have some campaign co-op in there, and I know your decisions are important, and there's RPG elements.
Yeah, well,
or let me play as a Krogan.
Okay, the Krogan, that'd be cool. But I have a problem. I know you like co-op games, but I don't think they fit in every game. Because there's some games where it's just a single protagonist, and that's how the story's going to go.
And I'm fine with single protagonists. I really am. I don't mind even being a side character in on the protagonist's main story. I'll be your... You know how in Uncharted they had Sully? I'll play as Sully. You can be Drake, whatever.
But he's not... That's what I'm saying. It's not written for Sully really backing him up like that. Right, it's about Nathan, and he goes out and does things. Sully's not supposed to be out there with him all the time. He's an older guy; he can't do what Nathan can do.
Oh yeah, he is old.
He can't climb the walls.
Yeah, there's certain things where I'm very fine with it being single player.
Yeah, see, I always want to have. I like experiencing games with people. You know what I mean? That's when I have the most fun.
How would you feel if they did an Uncharted Lara Croft crossover?
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucking cool.
That could be fun.
That'd be great. That would be a good co-op game too.
I like that Tomb Raider. That last Tomb Raider was really good.
Oh yeah, and the bow and arrow was fucking great.
So they basically forced you to use it in a lot of it to like progress in the game. I'm not a big bow and arrow fan, and we'll get into that even more so later on. But you could still fight. You could fight hand to hand. You could still shoot people.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was real gritty, and I like that they changed the. If you don't pay attention to E3 or cons or anything like that, you don't see like when games are first coming out, and I pay attention to most of those. And when they first showed Tomb Raider, the latest one, it like she was making like orgasm sounds in the very first scene.
Actually, I would have liked that better.
No, it was fucking awful. It was awful, dude.
She was grunting.
No, it was like an orgasm sound, dude. Just like it wasn't just grunting. It was just like I can't. Obviously, I'm not a fucking woman. I'm not going to even try to recreate the sounds. But they were awful. I'm certain that somebody had to say this shit on YouTube.
Lara Croft orgasm.
Yeah. When she was trying to get to all the water and like falling and all this shit, and I'm very certain that they edited most of that stuff out because people were like mentioning it. This is like back in the G4 days, man. Because I watched it on G4 because G4 used to cover E3 and they were the best people to watch E3 on. But The Attack
for Kevin Pereira,
yeah, that's back. So I want to see. I don't think he's probably not going to cover it because.
Well, if not IGN,
yeah, because they don't have rights to it, probably.
Yeah, but IGN, they don't. I don't think they do it. Oh, they do live, but it's just easier to watch on.
They probably talk
G4.
about it, but they probably won't show like clips or like be there covering it.
Yeah, well, the cool thing about G4 is that it was a channel you can go to, and it was basically they would show it for like a block of like 6 or 8 hours.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Of all E3 coverage, and it was fucking great.
And it was live.
Yeah, and it was all live, and it was really cool. I'm really sad that channel went away.
Yeah,
it was a channel for 2 shows, X-Play
and
Attack of the Show.
Yeah.
Even the folks who really really loved it, that was it on there, and then it was just reruns of American Ninja Warrior, which I fucking love.
And then they went to Cops, and then stupid other bullshit.
Yeah,
the Campus PD.
Yeah, but there was no other original programming on there that I can remember.
Well, they had some other ones on there that were pretty good. There's a really good, like it's kind of like a documentary of the rise and fall of G4. I think it's called The Rise or The Fall of G4.
No, it's called The Rise and Fall of G4.
It is?
Yeah, I
Okay.
watched it the other day.
It's a documentary movie or a series?
Well, it's an unofficial documentary about G4.
Oh, okay.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, I'll have to check
but
that out.
I was listening to Kevin Pereira's podcast on Pointless, and he was talking about it, and he was saying like a lot of the information the guy provides isn't correct. Like he was saying that the reason why G4 went down is because it wasn't because of viewership. It was because Comcast bought Time Warner? Not Time Warner. Yeah, they bought Time Warner. No, NBC. Comcast bought NBC, and Dish Network didn't like that, so they cut G4 off. Wow. Well, that was like 94.
No,
that was a large percent of their population.
That wasn't the problem, though. That wasn't the problem.
That's what Kevin said on his podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that came from his mouth. But he said most of it was because of the whole Dish Network thing. They lost a lot of viewers because most of their viewers were coming from Dish Network.
I'll have to watch that. I haven't listened to that.
So it's a podcast with the guys from Creative Vapor when they talk about vaping, like smoke vaping,
sucking on robot dicks.
Flavored robot.
It's a really great podcast too because the guy who runs that company, the vaping company, used to be on G4. So they're all like it's all family.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
It's a great podcast to listen to. Pointless podcast with Kempra.
I do like Kevin. He's always been awesome. I will say this: I want him to be honest, and go uncensored about Olivia Munn at one time because I know that he couldn't stand working with that.
Yeah.
One way or another.
But it's funny. They still had decent chemistry. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like something negative happened. You know what I mean? Or a series of negative things. You know.
Well, she blew up after.
She definitely did.
Yeah,
she's dating Aaron Rodgers. And she's in movies and on HBO shows and whatnot.
Here she's going to be in the next X-Men.
Yeah,
Psylocke, right?
Yeah.
I like that cast.
Jesus, that's a little wrong.
Wow.
Psylocke?
What did you say?
I don't know.
You said,
you're hearing the fucking...
There you go.
Rewind this about a minute. And
exactly.
See what Connor said.
But that's good casting right there. I mean, she's hot, and I'm sure it'll work out. Actually...
But she has zero martial arts skills, so... Yeah.
Well,
other than being sort of Asian... I mean,
isn't she half? She's mixed, right?
Well, she didn't pick it up fast then.
Yeah, no, Jesus. It's not mathematics, Danny. Stop being racist.
She just downloaded it. But yeah, she is bad as fuck. I mean, I'll give her that. She's not Coco, but she's bad. Yeah. Yeah. So Left 4 Dead, I'm still waiting. I don't think I'll ever get it. I know you keep saying maybe 2 years, but
chop on that PC. Pretty sure somebody's modded a whole new one. You'll see.
Modded a whole... Well, I mean, I want the game from the developer. I mean, you can mod it afterwards. I don't care about that, but give me the game. You know what I mean? And in terms of anticipated games, Uncharted 4 is something I'm still looking forward to, but there's not a whole lot else on the horizons with the exception of I'm looking forward to The Division if it ever finally comes out.
Well, they keep silently pushing it back, which is it's very frustrating. But Mass Effect, I mean, that's one we're looking forward to.
I know it's going to be made. I'm just not hearing about...
It's being made right now.
Oh, it's being made right now for 16?
I don't know what year it's going to be out, but I've seen some concept art. I mean, they're making it.
Oh,
so
okay.
They're probably just flying under the radar. I'd rather have them fly under the radar than to promote a game that isn't ready anytime soon, like The Division.
Yeah, don't come out too early and have it be broken.
Yeah, or Dead Island.
Dead Island, Assassin's Creed, Unity.
Yeah.
There were a lot of problems last year. What was it? The Drive Club? I didn't play it, but
I didn't play it either.
You know, it got shitty ass reviews.
I have a problem with realistic driving games because I drive crazy in real life, and it's like, why do I got to play a game to do that? Unless it's like super unrealistic, like shit.
Need for Speed.
No, not Need for Speed.
Burnout.
No, yeah, Burnout. Those are fucking awesome.
Actually, why did they stop making Burnouts?
Didn't somebody?
Well, the last one they made. Well, okay, so Criterion got bought out, right?
Activision, I think.
Who the fuck? There's another game that I think it's Need for Speed.
Yeah, Need for Speed. They
use the same. It's not a Burnout game.
Well, it's more Burnout like now.
Oh, like with the latest version that came out just this past year?
I don't know if it's the latest one because I didn't play that one, but the one before that or the one maybe before that. Definitely.
Need for Speed added a lot of the Burnout features, like the whole takedowns and revenge hits.
Yeah, because that was my favorite part. Shit. I love the takedowns.
Burnout 3, I think that was called Revenge, and I had so much fucking fun playing that game.
That one in Paradise.
Paradise City.
I love that game, and I'm not a big driving gamer as well, but you know,
and this is trophy whoring at its greatest is when you start the fucking car and they give you your trophy.
Yeah, they gave you
that's what I'm talking about
right off the bat. First 10 minutes of playing, which you gotta love that. Actually, I'm gonna ask this question though. So, what genre is your least favorite for gaming?
Sports for me. I can't do them.
All sports.
Yeah, realistic sports. I want things to go back to like the Mutant League football and baseball days. Yeah,
those were good games.
Yeah, you know, I don't like things being, especially sports, being too realistic because if I want to play sports, I just do it.
Play it. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
these modern sports games like the Maddens and anything from EA and whatnot, they actually, or even NBA 2K, they seem to teach you how to play if you really want to
and I don't want to do that.
It, like from a coaching and professional level. That's not my least favorite, though. I will say for me...
let's pause on that real quick.
Go ahead.
So when you're talking about that, like teaching how to play the game, what I really see with those games is a bunch of fucking beta males like trying to relive like some old glory days that they didn't really even have playing those games. Like, oh, I can understand football so much better now. It's like, well, you could have played, when you were younger or if you were in shape, but they don't. So they enjoy playing these fucking games, and I just don't get it. Like Madden I don't want to be a fucking coach. See, it's so weird to me.
And see, I like playing, and I don't play Madden every year. I think the last one I played was 2011 or 2012. But I like being able to understand the game more. Like being able to say, okay, even when I'm watching football, this is the type of coverage that they have. This is where they're faking blitz and whatnot. I don't play any of the soccer, baseball, or basketball. But for Madden and football, because I'm a football fan.
But if you played football, though, you don't understand that.
No, not on this level. Because I did play high school football. I didn't understand the cover 2, 3-4, 4-3 as well as I do now based on Madden.
But this is totally useless information in your life.
Of course it is. Except when I'm watching the game on TV.
Yeah, but I don't know. And I'm a football fan. But I don't get it.
And the forums can be lighting up on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, in terms of...
Madden's the best game ever.
Yeah, exactly. For me, in terms of genres that I really actually tend to dislike, I tend to dislike the platformers as a whole. And I know that there's a whole bunch of really good ones. I mean, obviously you have classics like your Super Mario Brothers.
So,
yeah. And I am playing Guacamelee, which is a platformer. But as a whole, I tend to get so frustrated so quickly with them.
Well, I think platformers are really the fundamentals for gaming in general, because it teaches you timing, and that's what you really need to play games: timing and just really precision, right? And that I think that
jumping.
Yeah, well, it's not just
jumping.
It's not just jumping. It's knowing exactly how far you have to be to jump. It's understanding the physics of the game, and that applies to pretty much every game. Pretty much every game.
Yeah, not the Telltale games.
Well, they're quote unquote games, but yeah, that's why we all started on Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah,
trying to make that giant jump.
I like some of those old ones for what they were at the time. And even though, yes, I'm playing Guacamelee, and last week you heard me say that I'm playing Shovel Knight, and I stopped playing Shovel Knight because it got too goddamn hard for me, But I rage quit more from those games than anything else in terms of my own personal preferences. But give me a gun in my hand or something to shoot and some action adventure stuff. That's where my passion is always going to be. And I still like some of the action RPGs as well.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite things to do when playing a game is like when I'm playing Call of Duty. I love throwing grenades. That's like especially in multiplayer games, I like to throw the grenade and try to hope that it hits somebody and blow up on impact and just kill them.
For me, it was the flashbangs. When it was Modern Warfare 2, I was playing on the PC. I would flashbang the shit out of everybody and then just stab them. Stab them motherfuckers. It's memo.
Counter-Strike.
Flashbangs are good. Oh, are you did you play Counter-Strike?
Oh man, that was my game. Counter-Strike.
Never played it.
I built my PC just to play Counter-Strike.
Wow, there's still people doing tournaments on that game.
Really?
Wow. Oh yeah. Well, Rogan's podcast.
Exactly.
He had C9 nothing on there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's still huge. I mean, it's never going to go away.
I wonder if they ever update it. Like
it did update it.
Oh, they did?
Even the graphics. Oh. Yeah, they still look dated, but I mean they updated it. Yeah.
I need to boot up my PC.
Yeah.
There you go.
But apparently it was with some sacrifices. So a lot of the old players were complaining that because they updated the graphics, now where you hit can be a little different. So if you hit, I'm pointing to my body, but like maybe in like a clavicle area, which is like just below your neck if you're fucking retarded.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it would register as a headshot.
Oh.
And people weren't liking that because he wouldn't keep up fast enough.
It's doing that now?
Yeah, that's the latest version.
There you go. Well, we are winding down. I think we're just about out of time. I want to thank everybody for listening in. Any final thoughts, Blue, Kronos?
Well, I'm good. I mean, could have went for longer, but next time we'll get an adjustment period and see how long we want to make these.
Yeah, definitely still the growing pains.
Yeah.
But
so I know some people can't listen to 3 hours or 2 hours.
Yeah,
so.
no shit.
Yeah, me neither. I can't. Like, it's hard for me to listen to podcasts that are like 2 hours long. It's
really?
like, I can't.
I'll listen to them all fucking day. I listen to Dan Carlin podcast for like 4 hours.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shit.
Thanks, everybody. Be sure to check us on Facebook and be on the lookout for Twitter feeds as well.
Twitter,
coming soon.
Instagram,
Snapchat, no dick pics. Peace out.
Later.
Follow us.